In what circumstances does one start a business with a partner, and is it wise to do so? Give me your take on all of that.
You ever watch Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay? That's one
Yes,
of my favorite
yes,
shows.
yes, it's amazing.
On this basis, like so many of them are like, A, they're naive and they're like, I'm going to go in with my partner or my business partner, or I'm going to go in with my wife or my husband, or, I'm just going to do this. You go in and you see so many of them just blow up. And what often happens is one of them's like the hardworking, the guy who puts everything in, and the other is the guy who does nothing and shows up late, doesn't do anything. And then what happens in those moments is there's animosity towards each other, and then the one who comes late thinks that they're the same level. I think realistically, it's good to go in like when you take on a big task. It's good to divide and conquer. But I think what you need to do when you do that is you need to find other people. You need to find the right person who you're both able to be laser focused on what is for the best of the business, and what exactly are you bringing to the table consistently, and what are you. So one of the things, like, it's an interesting one, like, but in corporate jobs, there's assessments for every role.
Yes,
Your CFO, CEO, COO, everyone gets assessed. But then when you do a startup with someone, there's this unspoken, like, oh, we're not going to evaluate your work and we're not going to evaluate mine, but we'll evaluate others. And when you do that, you actually aren't taking care of the company in the best way possible, because you see, if you step away and you hire another person, you will be evaluating that person.
Yes.
But you're letting friendship cloud your judgment on what's best. So I think that's where it comes down to, is you have to have laser focus, and you have to be able to be brutal conversations without name calling, obviously, but and there needs to be a maturity and the capability to divide work, friendship, relationship, whatever. There needs to be that. If there is not, when I say, Davies, you're not doing enough, you're going to take it personally. It's going to blow up in my face. We're going to have conflict. That is just going to result in dragging the business down.
Yeah.
So I think going into business with people is a great idea, but you need to be careful. The other thing is, it's really easy to get into bed with people. It's not easy to get out of bed with them.
Oh my God.
So you need to be careful of who you go into business with, because there are people who will take advantage of you and who will kind of, take your money and run with it.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky to work with people who I've actually really enjoyed, so that's good. But I've heard these horror stories, and you hear them, and you're just like, man, this guy's got just raked over the coals. And so I think it is really important to be careful.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a matter of you go in. So with my business partner at the time, him and I, we had already an established who's the senior and who's the junior in the role. I think that was a game changer. It helped our relationship because it gave clear lines of who delegates what to the other.
Yeah.
If we're both 50-50, that actually doesn't work, because 50-50 means one of us is going to naturally take lead and one of us is naturally going to take second.
Yeah.
And if you put it 51-49, that's still too close. You want to put it wild enough that there's not a question.
Yep.
And if you bring more people in the sphere, my own opinion is, you bring more people into that senior capacity.
Yes.
You don't want 2 employees to be able to outrank the most senior. You want to take 3 people to take you down. And that's my thought on that. Maybe that's a bit wrong.
And actually, I think even on board of directors, they always have an odd number, 5, 7. Yes, kind of thing.
Yeah, and or what you do is you always have one person not able to vote, or one person who's a facilitator, and they hold the deciding factor on that.
Yeah.
But you always need a power structure set up, because if you don't have that, you will hit into problems. Prime example, how do you spend your company's profits? One might want to spend on coffee, one might want to invest it. Well, if you're 50-50, 49-51, that's going to be hard to navigate. But if you're like night and day difference, there's no question about whose judgment you go to at the end of the day. But then it also means that the person who has a higher risk.
So if you're looking to start businesses at your home, you're just at home, you're thinking, how can I start a business for myself where I don't have to invest a lot of money, but something I can do at home? I have a 9-to-5, but I can come and start another business, my own business at home. Then watch this video on my left. You will be shocked that there are many things that we can do at home and then bring in new streams of income, bring in new money into our home. So if you enjoy this video, please smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Thank you again for stopping by. Until next time, God bless you.